Greetings, my friends, and welcome to the first episode of my new series, Fuzzzee's Thoughts. Okay, yeah, so it's not the best name in the world, but I defy you to think of a better name. No, seriously, if you have a better idea, feel free to leave it down in the comments below, and I may consider it if I deem it suitable. Okay, so, if you don't already know, this series is basically going to be me covering something gaming related and having my opinion on it, be it a piece of gaming news, a personal rant of my own, or some other kind of thing, whatever seems appropriate, necessary, topical, whatever. I'm going to try and obviously be fairly objective where I can, because, you know, presenting a well-rounded argument is always better than just looking like an idiot and just being really opinionated. But, obviously it will be my opinion, and so I can't guarantee that you will like everything I say, because it's my opinion and it will be subjective as a result of that. But anyway, without any further ado, let me introduce my first topic, which is going to be local multiplayer. Okay, so let me set the scene for you a little here. I am primarily a PC gamer, as you can probably tell, but the reason I play older games on my channel is because my laptop here, which you cannot see because it's just off screen, is a bit dated now. It can't really run the newer games. However, I do happen to own a 360. But that lives at my fiance's house, so I can't always play it. And anyway, it's nice because it means that we can sit together and we can play through some games and it's have a jolly good old time. And so for a while we've been playing Borderlands, which is a game I very much enjoy, and Borderlands has 2-player local co-op, and it has 4-player online co-op and 4-player system link co-op. I don't know whether people even use system link anymore, but that's not the point. It has it, and that's great because it means we can sit and we can play through Borderlands every now and again when we feel like it. We have, however, become a bit kind of oversaturated playing Borderlands, and so a few months back Amy picked up Dead Island, which for all its flaws we thought at least would be kind of sometimes fun to just pick up and play through a little bit at a time. At the time the game was new, so she paid full price for it, £40, $60, wherever you're from. Now I knew it had multiplayer, and because I'd seen other people play it, but I wasn't aware whether it had local multiplayer, but I assumed it had. And when we actually got the game, we checked the back of the box, and as such, it said yes, it had 2-player local co-op. Does it have 2-player local co-op? No. No, it doesn't. I think the fact that it says on the back of a box was just the nail in the coffin, so to speak. No pun intended. I hadn't even thought about that. But, of course, as usual, it still has 4-player online multiplayer, and it still has 4-player system link. Who even uses system link? I don't know. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, a game like this should have local co-op. There is no good reason as to why it doesn't have local co-op. There have been some reasons, speculation of the fact that it might not be able, the Xbox 360 might not be able to handle processing 2 things at once, or what the developers I think themselves said, or publishers, I don't remember who exactly, said that because of the way the screen's laid out it would be difficult to see everything. Now I've played the game, and no, that's not good enough for me, I'm afraid. And at this stage, with the 360 being as old as it is, it really doesn't matter whether it looks rubbish. I would sacrifice the quality of the game's graphics, which don't look particularly great on 360 anyway, because it's like 7 years old, and it will always look better on PC. I would rather sacrifice a bit of quality there and be able to play it split screen. It's actually not Techland or Deep Silver, the publisher and developer, the other way around I think. But in fact Microsoft, because they are the ones who put what's on the back of a box, at least in regards to whether it has multiplayer and various details about the game. With all that said, I'm sure we would have avoided picking it up and they would have lost the sale had we realised the fact that it didn't actually have local co-op after all. And I think the same goes to quite a few people, so I had a look around and quite a few people seemed fairly upset that there wasn't going to be an inclusion of this feature. Moving on to more recently, we've been considering picking up Saints Row 3 just for the general ridiculousness of the kind of sandbox nature of the game which it provides. And this time I made sure to check Co-Optimus, which is a great site and you should give them lots of love because they are good. So I went on to Co-Optimus and this is what I saw. This is not what I wanted to see, as you can imagine. As before, it had online and system link, but it does not have local co-op. Now, this game, again, is designed to be played with another person, or at least it has multiplayer ideas in... Shut up, helicopter. Even though it's been out for a while now, I wouldn't even want to put £20 down on a game which doesn't have a feature which I really want it to have. Because yeah, it'll be fun in single player, but it'll be 2 times as fun in multiplayer because it just will be. There is no debating the fact that a game like that is going to be way more enjoyable multiplayer than single player. I know there's loads of games obviously which have split screen or other local single screen, even local like co-op or competitive multiplayer. I'm not really complaining about the lack of such games. I mean, if you're a Nintendo person, you've got things like New Super Mario Bros. Wii, you've got Mario Kart. If you're an Xbox or PlayStation user, you've got things like Rayman Origins, you've got Awesome Notes, and the list goes on. I mean, like, I could think of many more if I actually had time to think about it, but the point is, the examples I've provided really should be games which should have local co-op, and they don't, and there's no real good reason as to why they don't. Obviously, in an ideal world, I'd play them all on a high-spec gaming PC and either play at LAN or jump on Skype or Vent or TeamSpeak or Mumble or whatever you want to use and play it with friends or whatever. And that's fine, to play it over the internet, no problem. However, in my current situation, this isn't entirely feasible, and it seems a little short-sighted from companies who don't include local multiplayer where it really should be. I mean, they've certainly lost a few of my sales, and I'm sure people who are purely console gamers and have never played a PC game in their life will also be put off by the fact that some of these games they can't go round to a friend's house and just chill out and play a few games together. Anyway, that's about all I have to say on this topic this time. I know it's been a bit of a rant for the first time, but you know, that's how it goes. Let me know in the comments below whether you like this kind of format thing, whether you want to see me do more. Let me know how you think I've done, give me some constructive feedback, and also feel free to suggest any topics which you might want for me to talk about next time, and I'll see what I can do. Until then, my friends, I have been Fuzzzeeee, and I shall see you next time.